Welcome to the Diaries of a Belly Dancer channel. I'm vlogging a international belly dance festival in Mallorca. It's called Etoiles and it's hosted by the lovely Levana, so big thank you to her. I've just settled into my room. I've got this lovely double room to myself and the hotel is amazing, really great facilities and organisation. So this is actually my second belly dance festival abroad, and the first time I didn't want to vlog because I wanted to just be present and take it in, but this time I really want to show you guys what belly dance can be and what it really is, because there's so much to it. We have these amazing events where people compete. You don't have to, you can perform. You learn from these amazing international teachers and belly dance stars from all over the world who all come together, and it's just a really lovely experience. So tomorrow is the official start and all the workshops will be on, and tomorrow is also the competition which I'll be taking part in. And it's so crazy to think that I'm going to be competing and performing tomorrow. But I'll use tomorrow in the day to sort of get prepared and get into the headspace. So I've moved this little table and I'm going to shift these beds. Thankfully they are easy to move. This is so that I have space here, a bit more space to practice. Wow, it's so green here. So the festival starts on Friday today. You can see the souk has been set up. I completely forgot that I had some last minute sewing to do just to adjust this bra. So I'll do that now and then I'll be set for the day and I can focus on my practice. I took some time out to be at the beach and, you know, just recharge and rest and prepare myself for the competition. It was just so nice to finally be by the seaside, so I really made the most out of it. The view from the balcony is so lush and it's really good weather today. Okay, so I've just finished doing my makeup. And I am obsessed with this palette. It's got an abundance of colours. I think it's perfect for performers. And does anyone else also always have like a really messy room on holiday? I'm the type of person that believes in, you know, your personal space is like an extension of your mind and how you're feeling, but you know, and I try to make it all tidy, but it just doesn't happen. It's not really my own room, so. Okay, so it's competition time, and I realised I didn't register and I didn't collect my number that you have to stick on during your performance. So I'm here with the gorgeous Sally. Hello. And we're waiting for the competition to start. We thought we were running late, but you know, these things always that way. Yeah. How do you feel?
Excited and nervous. It's gonna be a long day.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna have a long night. I don't feel like we're gonna perform. Like I'm not in that state.
Yeah, I know. We haven't started yet.
No, but I think we'll get into it after the first one. So this is the second room with the small stage. So I started off dancing in the ballady category and I absolutely adore dancing this style. It's so soft and so feminine. I really liked starting off on the smaller stage because it gets you warmed up for the bigger stage, which came later, and it was just really nice to sort of dip your feet in the water and get in the mode. I've just finished performing ballady and I think it went well. Funnily enough, I actually wasn't that nervous, maybe because I've performed it on stage before but not in a competition. So now I'm going to my room to change. It's just going to be a bit more comfortable. My second dance was the drum solo, and I loved this look. It was nice to have my hair up for a change. And I was glad with the way it went because at another competition I actually forgot the moves. I just finished performing drum solo and I'm absolutely in love with these earrings by Crystal Drip. And I love my costume. I think it went well. I'm just getting used to the stage. You know, it's all familiar now, so I'm now ready for my other two. Also, yeah, I don't know why this light is flickering. It's quite spooky. Next on the big stage, I had my pop song, and I feel in my element doing these romantic songs. I just love the graceful vibe and how you can really express all of these emotions. And yeah, I really enjoyed performing this. There's a really beautiful souk shop, all these amazing costumes.
I have just that one, last one. I just have
By
one.
Aelita.
Just one. No,
I just finished performing my pop song category and it was on the big stage this time and I really enjoyed it. Again, I don't know why, but I feel like the atmosphere is very welcoming and I just felt very comfortable, and I've got one more left on the big stage, but first we've got dinner. So my biggest fear was missing my go on stage because in between the categories you have to run and change. I preferred to run to my room because all of my stuff is here, and they don't announce your name before you go on stage, so you have to track who's on, and of course you have a list, but you just have to keep asking who's dancing. And I think the most stressful was just like rushing in between because you always feel like you don't have enough time, but I've been fine. You know, it's not as bad as it seems, and all thanks to the great organisation and in the way they organised the running order. This is my look for the classic oriental style, and the category is actually semi-pro because they've actually separated it by level this time and you can do any style of dance, whereas the other categories were all just shabby, ballady, drum, and the level was mixed. This is my costume. It's by Sufel Boutique. I love it so much. It's very like Greek goddess vibes, but still an oriental style, which I think is really cool. So one thing I'd say is I was really anxious about like watching people before me that are in the same category. You know, naturally, I think you'll just start comparing and it might just put you off, especially because here the levels were mixed in some of the categories. But actually, it really wasn't the case. You know, I was watching everyone, it was so nice to see them, and you know, just because it's a competition, it really didn't feel like it. And the only effect that the competition has is just training more harder and just knowing that you really have to perfect everything down to the fingertip, and that's great. But when you perform, you just really enjoy yourself. I've really caught the wave of just doing it for me and not focusing on the fact that you're being judged. And the reality is, when you perform, even just at a showcase for fun, you know, for show, you should still be thinking about trying to perfect your move and all the mistakes that you were working on just to put on a good show. So it's really not different with a competition, and I feel like there should be more of them in London. And for those of you that have never participated in one, please don't feel afraid. It's honestly so good for you and it's not as scary as it seems. Okay, so I had to take off the headband because there's a lot of hair flicks in my classic choreo and my hair was getting stuck and I just can't risk that. Also, there was a time when I left my door open, but I trust people here. And I'm going back to my room because I forgot my necklace. This is the biggest struggle, honestly. Just too many accessories to sort out. For my classical oriental, unfortunately I lost balance on some of the moves, so the execution wasn't the greatest. But this is why you do these competitions and performances, you know, you get better each time, you learn from your mistakes. So I am motivated to work on the areas that didn't turn out so well. Then I got to see some professional competitors. There was a tableau improvisation category, a professional category, and finally a master one. And whoever wins the master will be a teacher in next year's festival. And this year's winner was a stunning and talented dancer from Ukraine. Her name is Yeva Charkina. Honestly, absolutely loved watching her perform. Her dance was so powerful, so magnetic. So really happy for her and look forward to seeing her next year teaching. We had a modern oriental workshop by Alex Delora, and her technique is amazing. This choreo was very intricate, and I'd say all of her choreos are very unique. We did a workshop from a star of Cairo, Alavat. It was a Shabi dance, and she is just so gorgeous. She also gives a really good sense of Egyptian style dance. How cute is this pass card? It has a timetable, and you have to show it for each workshop just so that they know that, you know, you bought all of them. And I'm on my way to Diva Darina's workshop. I'm so excited for it. It starts at 4:30, and then after we've got Daria's technique workshop. So they're both technique classes, which I definitely need. We had a lecture style workshop by Diva Darina about artistry. With dance, it's not just about moving, there's actually a lot of acting skills involved. And this workshop was super useful and insightful. There were a lot of layers to peel. Saturday's gala started with this stunning costumes show. And that night was a master gala, so we saw all the teachers performing. Anna Chapet is a great teacher. She's very high in demand at many international festivals, and it was great to see how versatile she is in all the different dance styles. It was amazing to see Alex Delora perform. To me, she has a very mysterious and almost mystical aura about her dancing, and her technique is so hypnotic to watch. Alavat brought some magic from the Cairo dance scene. She has amazing stage presence, such a pleasure to watch, and I love how dynamic her dances are. They're very alluring. Diva Darina's performance was so moving and emotive. She's very expressive, and you just can't help but be left super inspired and touched by her dance. Daria Mickovic is pure elegance. Her dance has so much flow and her technique is mind-blowing. We did her technique workshop earlier, which I didn't manage to record because we were so busy training, and I was amazed at how many new areas she had opened up for us. So Her professionalism is just sky high. And finally, the amazing, stunning organizer, Levana. I loved watching her dance. It's so dynamic, it's got everything. The choreo is great, and she's just as lively and charismatic in person. The next day we did Daria's pop song workshop, and I was really excited about this because Daria is known for her pop song dance. You could say it's her crown style. Of course, she can do other styles just as well. Diva Darina did a diva style drum workshop, and what I love is that she often uses these pop chart music remixes to create very original modern choreographies, and that is definitely her crowning style. It is honestly so cool. Alex Delora is known for her drum solo technique, and we did a technique workshop which blew my mind. I just don't know how this is possible. At the end of the festival, we had a closing gala, which was a great way to end. The atmosphere was, as always, fun, lively, and supportive. A big thank you to Levana for making this festival happen. It was absolutely outstanding and I had an incredible experience. I can't believe I got to learn from all of these amazing masters from all over the world, and I can't even imagine how much work went into this event. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this vlog, and most importantly, I hope that you found it insightful and inspiring.